Dearest love, after the close of service and seeing so many heading our way, it seemed so right to pick those that could fit in the car. And once you asked one to come along, they came with their adopted child and their friend and their customer. And so instead of 3 people, you end up with 6. And they squeezed themselves into the back seat, and you could see the back of the car sag from the weight. But how do you complain? Normally the police on the way would wave you on if there was a priest at the wheel or in the front seat. But this time not. Without looking at the face at all, he said, "This is overload." The excuse was that we are church members and that is why. The policeman looked at the clerical and said, "You know we don't stop pastors, not because we are afraid of you or ashamed though. It is just that we assume you are always doing what is right, so no need to waste our time. But if you are going to be doing this, then we will have to be stopping you just like everyone else. Church members or not, the rule says no overloading. Not just because we want to make your life difficult, but because it is not safe to be using a vehicle beyond its capacity." After begging and promising not to do that again, this policeman allowed for them to go. But there was one who could not be bribed or made to feel shame for doing right. And so, not long after the police barrier, the back axle broke off with a tie. It did not matter that the pastor owned and was driving the car. The excess weight had been the last straw, and had it not been that he was now building up speed, it would have been a catastrophe. There was a time when Christians were respected, honored wherever they went, and those that were known as the servants of God were held in high regard, for they were the punctual, disciplined, ordered, meticulous, trustworthy, faithful, gentle, kind, obedient, forgiving, patient, and self-controlled, who would bring sanity to every chaotic situation and with sound wisdom resolve matters before they escalate into situations. Christians were sought after to be in every gathering, and yet, what do we see generally today? Those who profess to be Christians are the latecomers. They owe debts and never pay. They are gossips and slanderers, the haters and initiators of anarchy. Remember who you are. You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its savor, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled by men. You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a basket. Instead, they set it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew chapter 5, verse 13 to 16. Stay blessed, trust and obey, for there is no other way. Okay.